He seems to have quite an important job that he needs you guys to take care of, and it seems to be, based on his tone, of a time essential, time critical. He's set a meet time for 7 in the morning, and he's given you an address to a local bar by the name of the Jive Bar, which seems to be in Soho. So, if I share this, I'm hoping this will work. Let's go back and share button. This is going well so far. Can you see that?
No.
I can see it on Discord.
Yeah, if you click it open, does it actually open?
Yes.
Nice.
If I click it, I get the
do you mean the
picture.
interior, or?
So it should open up to a Google map with a series of pins.
3 pins.
Nice. Okay, it's working. So, you have a meet plan for the Jive Retro, which is over on the far left-hand side in a place called Soho. It's a bit of the entertainment district of London. It's also a little bit of a seedy place. Okay, so let me get my notes.
Also, it's a seedy place. It's North London.
It's by the river. It's not North London. It's Central London.
Sorry, Gav, don't go North River.
In what city or area is this? Is actually.
So this is pretty central London.
Yeah.
Okay, so the campaign is actually also happening in London.
Yes.
Dear God.
So, you've recently received a call from the offer of new jobs, and you begin to head en route to the Jive Bar. It's located in an area of central London known as Soho, which is comprised of a series of twisting streets and tightly knit alleyways. In the not too far distance, the glossy neon-clad tower blocks of both Oxford Circus and Tottenham Court Road protrude over the surrounding landscape and cast it in a permanent shadow. Given the area's proximity to many of the popular tourist spots in London, Soho can often feel bustling from dawn to dusk. The time is just after 7 o'clock. Many of the local establishments are preparing themselves for the day ahead, while the first few corporate workers begin to come and go as part of their early morning routine. The Jive Bar can be seen just ahead. Perhaps some of you took public transport, or maybe those of you that are a little more fortunate made your own way here with your own vehicles. The bar itself seems to be sandwiched between two other buildings. One looks to be a sort of a fast food joint, while the other one looks to be a decrepit establishment. You sort of gaze around for a moment, and while it's quiet here, there are a few people coming and going. As for the bar itself, it's not exactly a dive, but it's not the nicest establishment you've seen either, and sort of giving a quick look, it's definitely seen better days in its time. A heavy steel door remains closed and dormant at its front, and there's 2 large windows that you can see sort of with various sort of a couple of individuals here and there who look to be preparing for the day ahead. So, with that, as you make your way through, the establishment seems closed for the time being. At least there's no sort of public in there. But you can see 2 sort of bartenders who seem to be preparing for the day ahead. There also seems to be a third, much larger gentleman who you can make out. And he seems to be pretty much sitting at the nearby bar, cigar in hand and just feet up on the table, seemingly in waiting. Each of you begin to arrive. Perhaps you know one another, or perhaps this is your first time sort of working together. So, What do you wish to do, Ichi?
So we on time or a little bit early?
I'll say you're a little bit early. Meet was planned for a little after 7 o'clock, so you've got maybe, you're about 15 minutes early.
I'll go up to the bartender.
Okay.
Hi, love!
Okay. You give a big old hefty knock on the steel door, and you can sort of see from the nearby windows this individual just stand up, make his way to the front, and the door opens. You see a large sort of cram nosy on out and just sort of look down at you.
Got room for one?
I suppose you're here for Rex?
Absolutely.
He sort of nods and asks you to enter, beckons you on in.
Cheers, love!
So, you look around, and from where you currently are, it's sort of like a large, not single plan, but it's basically the entire sort of bar area is open. And at the back, you can see a couple of doors that look to be for employees only. The two sort of bartenders sort of look up to you for a moment, but then can immediately get back to what they're doing. This cram individual just begins to sit back down at the bar, tending to his cigar.
I'll go up to the bar and order a drink.
Very well. So, after some time, the rest of you begin to arrive. Each of you sort of can see the same individuals inside, along with Tracy just sitting there, passing the time, just keeping an eye on the people coming and going. It gets to about 7:15, and you see at the back, one of the back doors that was marked as employees only begins to open. It's difficult to make out any sort of figures, and it's definitely quite dark in there. But the cram sort of looks over to you all and sort of beckons you to follow him. I presume you all go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes you on inside, and you see quite a large human just sitting at the back. He sort of looks up to you all. Definitely looks local. But other than that, it's difficult to tell anything about him. You sort of sit all down. It's quite a barren room, to say the least. It definitely seems to function as a back office. There seems to be a desk which this individual is sitting behind, along with a computer terminal nearby. The cram shuts the door and just waits by it, blocking your exit. The human looks at each of you. Okay. So, he begins to speak, and he speaks in you immediately tell, sort of an East London accent. Seems local. Now, I know this is the first time we've been working together, but I hear you're all pretty talented, and that's just what this job needs.
Sure are, love.
You do good. I'm sure this will be the start of something beautiful together. So, I'm sure you're asking why you're here, what the job is. A hologram begins to appear on the nearby table in front of you, and it seems to be, you can make out an individual. This is Kurt Schneider. He's your person of interest for this mission. Kurt and I go back quite some ways. We've done a few jobs together in the past. I'd like to think we're friends. But anyway, a few days ago he went missing. Got himself into all kinds of trouble. And stirred up a hornet's nest at that. Your job's simple. I need you to find where Kurt is, and, more importantly, find a trove of data of his. You think you can handle that?
The what now?
Okay. He sort of looks to you. So, Kurt, my old friend here, he deals a little bit in the hacking scene. Sometimes data analyst, other times he likes to prod at people's systems, see what he can find out. Well, a couple of days ago he gave me a call. Said he had found something big. Gonna make big money out of it. Seemed ecstatic. Couldn't make much sense out of the guy, but I said, hey, we'll meet in the morning. This is about 3 days ago now. Well, it came to the time of the meet. Kurt was a no-show. Kurt was a no-show. And that's not like him. Went over to his apartment, and the place has been trashed. It's not a good sign, and I think whatever this data was, someone else is onto him.
What do you reckon?
So, where do you suggest we should start to look? Is that in his apartment?
There's 2 places. His apartment for sure, I think, is a good place to start. But if you want to try elsewhere, I happen to know he uses an Omninet cafe for some of his work from time to time.
Okay. And this data, was it located on his personal computer?
Not a clue, but if I hazard a guess, he keeps it somewhere safe.
Okay.
So like I say, the job's simple. You bring Kurt, you bring the data, you get paid.
And what's more important, the data or Kurt?
He sort of thinks for a moment. He says, I'd like both.
Most likely not on his personal computer if it's anything the same.
Most likely. If it was on a personal computer, probably would have been found by now.
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. I'm gonna set the job. Maybe we should do a introduction of the group.
That
Yeah,
sounds
please.
like
Good idea.
Just one thing.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time.
So, I'll start with myself.
Hang on a sec. I think Tracy is doing things.
I actually thought he was still behind his computer.
getting cool.
Is he really called Tracy?
Yes.
Oh god.
What was that, sorry?
Okay, we'll start with introductions. So start with myself. My name is Floyd. Floyd Lawton. Mercenary for hire from Australia. I'm here because I'm in between jobs. I need money. Some of you might actually have heard of me. I go also by the nickname of Deadshot. So I'm a mercenary for hire, contract killer. Stay on my good side, we're good. Stay on my bad side, well, you won't see tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm Ubast Aliorov. I come from Egypt and I'm good with swords, with shuriken and climbing around.
You are also a Takar.
Yes. You won't see me coming.
Cluster, how about yourself?
Well, I tend to go around ghosting the nets. So I'm clearly Middle Eastern, and I don't talk too much.
Okay.
Really, I seem to just listen to what people have to say. Information is something.
Powerful stuff.
It's not free. I don't let things about myself go too easily, and I've never met these people before.
Makes sense.
So, yeah.
Understandable.
So my name's Drop, and I do data.
And what sort of other skills do you have, Drop, other than hacking? You good with a gun?
I use handguns.
Handguns.
I usually work in teams where I don't need to use weapons. You protect me, I get the data.
I see.
Tracy, you want to go next?
I'm Tracy! From Peckham's, love! I'm the girl with the smarts.
Face palming here.
Classic rogue. And finally, Quincy.
Okay, wait, before we continue. Tracy,
What's up,
what are
love?
your hobbies? What is your fighting style? Where the fuck is... I actually didn't have time to write down where you're from.
Peckham, love.
From?
Peckham, south of the
Oh.
river.
Peckham,
Peckham,
Yeah.
south of the river.
London.
That's
Yeah.
right, love.
Oh god. Okay, no, it's okay. Cranky mate. Okay. What are your skills?
Well, I got the smarts.
That's it.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Wonderful, you got the smarts. Okay, anything else?
I'm pretty quick on my feet, love.
Okay, that means you're good at running. What else?
I'm good at predicting people's behavior, love.
Right. So far, I got trust in Dinos' character and Jimmy as a hacker, but Jimmy will probably not be very useful in combat. Rogue, yeah, man, you really got to prove yourself to me now.
I mean, cannon fodder is a role.
No, but that's the issue. He's good at running, so he doesn't
Okay.
make good cannon fodder.
Good point. And finally, Quincy.
Alright. John Lancaster, gun for hire.
Alrighty. And you are a Cyterian. Okay. So, Rex sort of looks to each of you and says, if you've got questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, and he sort of takes out a small little card and hands it to you. Those are my contact details. You finish the job, you contact me. We arrange to meet and exchange the goods.
I got a question.
Yeah?
Do you have a key of his apartment?
Okay. He sort of looks to you for a moment and says, if you're going to be stopped by a door, I don't think you're going to get very far.
That's alright. I
Well,
got some lockpicks, love.
I'm not saying we're gonna be stopped. I'm just saying that it's a waste of time if you happen to have a key.
I'm sure it'll be within your capabilities. Besides, from what I hear, the police have already been over there, so there probably won't be a door there.
We can use your head Australian as a battering ram. Seems to be very big.
And what can you tell me about the Omni Cafe? Who's running it?
I hear just a couple of locals. I've not been there myself, but I know he used it a few times to do his work. It's over in Mile End, and it's on the map.
Okay. And do you know any friends or other associates of Kurt
He sort
that
of,
we might contact?
not to my knowledge. Our relationship was, for the most part, work-related.
Okay, I'm done.
That's fair. It was all good questions, but unfortunately, yeah, he seems his, like I say, his relationship was a business-based one. So,
Cindrus, you're a human, right?
I am human, yes.
Cool. So we got 2 others and 3 humans.
yes.
I like how you just call them others. I'm also
Okay.
not really familiar with
You
the race.
racist fuck.
I mean, I just wrote down con for your race, Jimmy. I don't know what that even is or how.
So what? Excuse me?
Qatar.
Con. Or did I not hear that correctly?
I'm a human.
Oh, then Dinos is. Sorry, yeah, that's my notes. being
Dinos
in
is a T-car,
Yeah.
and Quince is
a
Cyterian.
car.
Yeah.
T-car.
And Cyter. Oh God, how the fuck do you write this?
You don't know the rules, goddammit.
It's in the. It's under choosing your race in the
Yeah.
rulebook.
You didn't read the 300 pages?
I mean, I picked a human. I didn't have to read the rest of the subjects. I just skipped all that.
I see.
Fun times.
What's a human?
What was your
You wanna have a go, mate?
handle or name, Quincy?
John Lancaster.
He has no time
I
for handle.
see.
I actually wrote down John Lanster, so John Lancaster.
Yeah.
What kind of combat skills do you have, John?
I should be Is that obvious by the guns that I wear?
Okay, what can you describe the guns that you're wearing?
The big ass rifle on the back, as well as a shotgun, and as well as a big revolver on his hip.
Rifle, shotgun,
He seems well armed.
revolver. So, to indicate for the rest, I got a sniper rifle, and I've got 2 automatic pistols.
That's Tracy's job already. Dave.
Are you, Quincy? Are you one of them obvious Cyterians, or are you like
Yes.
a plastic-skinned one?
I'm not the android, I'm wires.
Oh, yeah. Free and natural.
Indeed.
Rex looks at you all and says, "So, you do good by this? 1,500 credits to each of you."
That's not so bad. That's 5 months' rent.
All to be earned in a couple of days.
Hmm.
How many do I owe people? Fuck. 5k a week, isn't that no worries, right?
You own 5k a week?
Yeah.
Fuck, Quincy.
Damn.
Took the rich bitch lifestyle.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm in debt.
You're gonna be like declassing real soon at this rate. Unless you've got like some sort of hacking skills that allows you to get inheritance every month.
Rory, I'll take your money.
So,
Bring it on, John.
Rex looks to each of you. We all good here?
Sure are, love.
Very well. I'll leave you all together. Get yourselves acquainted with one another.
Is
Oh.
the Omninet Cafe
Mhm.
name? Cafe.
No, the name is Short Circuit.
Ah.
Thanks.
Oh, and
Right.
also, do you guys have night shift here?
He looks to you and says, "We might have some. Why, you want some?"
That would come in useful. Working late nights and all, you know.
Rex sort of looks over to the cram and gives him a nod. He disappears for about a minute or two. He sort of comes back and he's got sort of like a small little bag with him. How much are you looking for? He sort of tips out the bag and there's about 20 doses in there.
Yeah. I can't remember the pricing. 10 doses,
Yeah.
maybe? What's that?
It's not, my night shift is 80 to your dose.
80 a dose.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
All of them?
All 20.
Okay. He sort of take it back and says, "Fair enough. I'm not going to get in the way of a man's work." Hands them on over, so 1,600.
Let's make note of that.
Yeah, I wrote down drug addict.
Has
I'm not-
problems.
I'm not an addict.
Okay, I'll also write down trader.
Excuse me?
You might be buying them to trade them off with, or to persuade people.
Oh, I thought you said traitor.
No, trader.
I see.
Just carry on.
That's all right.
Stupid Australian accent, oh my god.
Okay.
I think the only thing I got down are the insults in Australian.
Makes sense. I mean, that's basically every other word.
What do you expect from prisoners?
The OmniNet Cafe is Short Circuit, and Kurt's apartment is the Sunrise Apartments. His apartment is 5407.
5407.
5407.
Correct.
Somebody write it down.
Got it.
Yes. 5407. What street was that?
So he looks to you and says, Highgate Street.
Hi, great.
Gate.
Alright, I guess it's 5407. Okay.
Yep.
Good. Got that.
It's over in Plaistow. It's on the map. So there you
Hey,
go.
Prime, you might not realize this, but this is pretty educational on how the streets and addresses work in London. I mean, if we ever get lost in London, at least I can be like, hey, I know
I remember that
something.
place. I shot that place.
Yeah, that's how I know most pockets of San Francisco, because we had a campaign there for like 5 years.
Nice. See? When they say games aren't educational.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Now I know where to shoot people. To kill them faster.
You're left to your own devices. What would you all like to do?
I say we go to his apartment first.
I say
Yeah,
we
I
go
agree.
to Short Circuit first, as it's on the way.
I agree with.
Is it on the way? Wait. Are
Yes.
there multiple addresses? Oh, you need to scroll out. Okay.
Alright, guys, see you there. And I flick my keychains in my hand.
The map was actually zoomed in. I thought all 3 locations were very close. Okay.
Nope.
I agree then. We should go to Church Circuit first.
Yeah. Who wants to go in my car?
I'll come with you, love.
You have a car? Okay, because I got you by bus, so I would love to come with you.
I go by bike.
I took the tube, mate.
So, it sounds like you have enough transport between each of you with a combination of bike, car, etc. So you're able to all sort of squeeze on into the various vehicles and head on over to Short Circuit. Right.
Make a drive check. Driving in London.
So we want not that one. We want that. Give me 2 seconds. I need to bring your tokens over.
It's a
Well,
good thing I removed the negative trait of motion sickness. I started off with that before I got the car.
So, you all make your way over there. It's a fairly short journey. Traffic in the morning, it's starting to pick up, so it takes you about an hour to get over there. Nothing too serious. The cafe itself looks to be just opening up, and as you sort of drive on in the park, you sort of get a good view of the building itself. The building is on the main street, but there also seems to be a couple of alleyways that sort of back on off to other buildings nearby. Windows are sort of spread around pretty evenly around the exterior, especially around the front, giving you a good sort of vision of what's behind. You can see that there is sort of a large sort of room with various sort of computer terminals on, as well as sort of like a meeting room nearby. And yeah, like I say, fairly quiet at the moment. You sort of see there's only a few people in there for the time being. So, how do you want to approach this?
Do I know this? I probably know this
Maybe,
place.
yeah. I'd
Just-
say definitely cafes like this, you've probably done the rounds in from time to time.
Yeah, I've lived in London for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'd say
or
you've at
like
least been
a
here
decennium.
previously.
Prime, can
Yes.
you explain what like the OmniNet is? Is it like a VR world?
It's basically the replacement for the internet. So think of the internet, but it's completely wireless and it's accessible virtually everywhere on the planet.
Okay, but then why do people need to go to a cafe if it's everywhere?
The same reason people go to a cafe now.
Socializing.
Yeah, socializing, using a computer that's not your own.
So they can
Okay.
do shady stuff, hmm?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's just a regular old internet cafe.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, I thought the OmniNet was like a VR world, and you just go in there.
You have holographic displays and whatnot. No, but it's not like the Matrix.
Okay.
Oh.
VR hentai, hmm.
And it's
Movie
also
where you just get a
easier-
boner in a cafe.
It's also easier for a hacker to
Yeah.
stay hidden.
Yeah.
in the
Because you're not
public
using
place.
any of your devices, so it's a lot easier.
It almost makes sense.
So, you each sort of arrive through your various means. Who wants to do what?
Do we ask nicely? or are we gonna barge in?
I'm probably gonna arrive first, seeing us drive the bike.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I'm
Nice
gonna
meeting.
go in and
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna small talk a bit with the.
Okay. So you head on in, Drop. You make your way on inside. You sort of have a little look around for a moment. You see 3 individuals spread out on various terminals around the room itself. And there seems to be what looks a Japanese woman behind the counter, probably sort of maybe early 40s. She kind of just looks up to you as you make your way on inside.
Do I know her by name?
Yeah, I'd say you would. So,
Konnichiwa.
Jess.
Hello, Jess.
She looks up to you and says, "Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while. Been out.
How's it been hanging?"
Usual.
I presume you want your usual terminal?
Yes, please. Oh, by the way, do you know a fella by the name Kurt? I don't know his handle, but apparently he's regular.
Can you make?
Fast roll.
I know, right?
Roll for initiative.
Can you make a negotiation check, please?
Ooh.
Charisma.
So you guys are. If you use the following formula, it will roll a number of d10s. The exclamation mark will handle the exploding dice, and the greater than 7 will count the number of dice that are passes.
I will try it out.
You changed the amount of dice roll, right?
Yeah, obviously you changed the amount of dice to whatever your pool is.
Okay, my pool in negotiation is 4.
Nice, this is going to go well.
So 4 d10.
The negotiator.
Yeah, I'm expecting to be the best one in this.
Nope.
The Australian smooth as fuck talker.
Hey, ladies like it.
Okay.
0.
So, you look up to her for a moment, Drop, and she just immediately dismisses. No, not heard of him, I'm afraid. Why, is he someone you know?
No. He's just popped up on my radar. Just wanted to see if you knew him. But I mean, if you clearly don't want to share your clients, it's understandable.
She sort of nods her head respectably. You get the impression that perhaps she probably might know a little bit more than she's letting on, but definitely there seems to be some confidentiality there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll pop over to my usual terminal if it's free.
Fair enough. So with that, as you sort of make your way to the one of the terminals to sort of sit and do your thing and just keep an eye out on everything, you hear a car pulling up in the nearby parking lot and various sort of unscrupulous individuals getting on out, which it seems to be the rest of your team.
Brian,
Yes.
for role-playing sake, I'm gonna say that I keep my sniper rifle in the trunk of the car.
Yeah, it might not be the best idea to walk into an internet cafe with a fucking sniper rifle
Yeah,
on your back.
so I'm gonna keep that one in the car, and
Very well.
then I will keep my pistols on me.
Yeah, it makes
Coward.
sense.
Or maybe it takes more courage to not shoot people.
Sounds like weakness.
So the rest of you arrive, and you can clearly see Drop has sort of made his way on inside and is just kind of sort of keeping a lookout on the nearby surroundings. What would each of you like to do?
I just want to have a general look around, try and see what the atmosphere is like.
Okay. So you sort of trying to spot something or read people?
Yeah, try and read people, see if there's anyone that's on edge or.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
Can I join him on this?
You certainly can. So for each of you two, where is it? I'd like you to make an intuition skill check, please.
Does he look like a bitch?
Yeah.
Right, so Paul is 12.
Okay. Nice.
Where the fuck
What's
is
the
there?
target?
You don't know.
Don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to put a 0 then.
No, so that's counting the dice that are above.
Yeah.
So that always stays a 7.
Yeah, the 7 is like the success.
Yeah.
But you got 5 10s, and I think a 10 is like a +1.
10 gives you an exploding dice, so you get to re-roll it. That's what the exclamation mark takes care of for you.
I think that's like a lot of successes as well.
Oh wait, it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So
Nice.
does that mean, Prime, that only a 7, 8, or 9 can pass?
And a 10.
And a 10, but the 10 also gives you the bonus if you get to re-roll it.
Oh.
An extra dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those can also explode, so theoretically you could push your get a few
explosions.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, Deadshot, you sort of look around and you are literally unaware of the current surroundings. Or was that just a test, or is your intuition?
No, this was actually me looking.
Okay, yeah, you are completely oblivious to reading people.
I mean, I'm not into these cafes, internet cafe. I mean, just give me a regular bar.
Exactly. This is definitely not your jam, so to speak. Tracy, however, you seem a little bit more warmer and perceptive at your nearby surroundings. The main things that you're able to see, two things jump out at you. So first of all, your immediate surroundings. Each of the individuals on the nearby terminals, they seem doing their own thing. They're not really, paying too much attention to anyone else. They sort of look up at each of you that enters, but that's about the extent of things. First and foremost, the girl behind the desk, the one that Drop spoke with previously, she looks a little uneasy. She's definitely sort of paying attention to what Drop is doing. Not intently, but just sort of keeping an eye on him. But your attention is mostly drawn to the 3 individuals over in this room here. They seem very interested in people as they're coming and going. And as you sort of gauging around the nearby surroundings, they're very much looking at what you're doing and keeping an eye on both you and Drop.
Okay.
Not so much from a sort of... you get the impression from the girl behind it that there is some sort of distress there. Whereas the 3 in the room itself, they seem a lot more confident and a lot more sort of...
troublemakers, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know what the word to describe it is. We definitely get the feel that there is some sort of atmosphere that surrounds them, some sort of perceived threat, if you get what I mean.
I'll go over to Drop. Hey, Drop! You're a hacker, right? Silence.
I think Costa's there.
Jim.
I mean, bro, would any hacker admit to that?
Well, you did kind of tell us.
Yes. I don't say it out loud, I just look at you and nod. Like a micro nod.
I say, those 3 in the other room, right? Can you hack into their terminals? See what they're up to? They're suspicious fellas.
That's so. I was actually gonna look around and see if I could find any traces of Kurt around here.
Any traces of what, sorry?
Kurt.
Okay, yeah. So, what would you like to do? Which of the 2 tasks would you prefer?
We could probably look into those guys over there. It's
Okay.
pretty poor form to hack within the cafe, though. But
I think we can make an exception
sure,
on this one, eh?
I can just take a looky.
Okay. So, you have a quick look around your nearby surroundings to see what you can see. And it very much does indicate a number of sort of devices pop up on your radar, including you're able to tell. Sorry, 2 seconds. Okay. So you're able to tell that. Let me just look up the goddamn list. My bad.
No problem.
So you want to make a locate devices action. So could I get you drop to make a tech networking skill check, please?
Tech networking.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so you sort of delve into the nearby OmniNet. I just backed out. You delve into the localized OmniNet and have a little look around to see what devices ping up. You do a pretty damn good job, and you're easily able to see a number of sort of glowing blips in the nearby vicinity. The first things that you're able to tell is each of the individuals have pretty basic PCDs on them that you're easily able to notice. In addition to that, however, you also are able to tell that those 3 individuals are also packing weapons. And it seems as they have R8 Reaver heavy pistols hidden away underneath them that you're able to identify. Drop.
Okay. I typed this down in my PCD and send the message to Tracy's PCD.
Okay. Yeah, you're also able to identify all of these devices nearby.
I give a complete list of every device in here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so the 3 individuals are carrying PTX 200s, which are very sort of bare bones, basic PCDs, and they're also carrying R8 Reavers. That seems to be the only devices on them.
Can I see what type of traffic there?
There definitely seems to be messaging coming in and out, recent as well. You can sort of see packets of data coming and going. They're definitely sending and receiving messages from someone.
Okay. Can I try and decipher the messages as well?
Yeah, you can.
Intercept them?
So, make a networking skill check once again. Actually, no. We'll just take the result from that. May as well. So you're able to tell based off of like the metadata that it's coming and going from someone some distance away. And after spending some time, you're actually able to analyze the messages as they're coming through, and they seem to be reporting on your movements. The first message seems to indicate that some interesting individuals have just turned up asking questions, followed by another message saying, "What do you want me to do about them?" There's a pause for a moment, and another message comes in from the outside source saying, "Just watch them for now. Let us know if they try anything."
All right. Yeah. Okay, so I relay this information to Tracy.
Yeah. They seem to be communicating with an outside source, but from this position, you can't really tell who that source is. All you can say is that it's some distance away.
All right. Okay, we've got a possible tail if we leave.
Well, it's better to have a fight outside than it is in here.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Anyone else doing anything while this is going on?
Well, since I'm not really into all this technology shit, I just want to get a drink from the bar.
Fair enough.
Looking menacingly through the window.
I'm dragging him with me to the bar. Come on, mate. Let's grab a drink.
You find like a nearby fridge that you can help yourself to with sort of cold drinks, etc.
I passed John a lager.
He looks at it as you pass this robot a drink. Alrighty. So, some time goes past, and once again, Drop, you see another message come on through. It says, "We've got some boys coming in to keep an eye on things." You said they're well armed, right? The 3 individuals in the cafe send a message in reply saying, "Yeah, they look fairly well armed. If I was to have to guess, mercenaries, probably someone looking for Kurt."
We should head out.
Yeah, before we head out, I'm gonna send a telepathic message to Deadshot.
Okay.
With commune.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them we got trouble incoming.
Very well.
Okay.
Western mini fridge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good question. What would I do?
That's a good question. Yeah. What would you do?
Well, to start off with, I will inform John.
Yeah.
And I think I will also inform, because Linda, did I write down your rate? I got robust.
Robust?
Your name.
Ubust.
Ubust.
You passed.
You best.
I added it. You see in my character here, or in the.
Oh, you base.
You base.
You passed. Come on.
Bust.
You bestie.
Or you can call me Bust.
Bust.
I'll just call you bastard.
She of the ointment jar. Yes, that's
We should. I urge the others to. I get up and I look at them to make sure they follow me outside. And as I pass,
Yep.
as we pass the, as we pass Jess,
Yep.
I give her a glance.
Yep.
And
You saw the
I
post,
swipe over. I swipe over a message to her personal computer.
Okay. What's the message contain?
The message is trouble incoming. Someone's looking for Kurt.
She sort of looks up to you for a moment, and she doesn't know how to react. But she sort of looks around for a moment, but then sort of just lowers her head and fumbles around with some papers to make it look like she's doing something.
And then I just walk outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna, as I
so-
leave, gonna glance over to the 3, just give them the old finger guns and a wink.
Prime.
Yeah.
Well, I received a message. Would it be okay for me to say that I went back to the car, with you best, took out the sniper rifle and took up a position up
Okay.
higher to overlook the entrance?
Make a perception check, please, Deadshot.
That is the wrong one.
Foresight.
No, I'm just looking at the
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
perception.
Yes. Okay. You gaze around your nearby surroundings to try and ascertain what the best position might be. Most of the buildings here aren't particularly tall, so there's no tower or anything that you could potentially climb. Your best bet is probably the other side of the street. You might be able to climb up onto a roof and maybe give you a bit of an elevation.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
If it's well, I think we've got enough time. It also depends on
You
how
look
high.
around, there doesn't appear to be any sort of immediate threat to yourself, so yeah, you've got time to set up if you wanted.
Okay, I do that, and I'm gonna inform you best and John that I'm outside and just overlooking the entrance.
Okay.
I'll just go through a corner around the building and put one around in the chamber on every gun I have.
Are you like one of those robots that just forms up and guns appear everywhere on your body and you just
No.
obliterate the entire body?
I just carry it outside.
Alrighty.
Planning to have a fight in the middle of the street? What if the police come?
No, we haven't planned a fight to inside the cafe, I think.
I'd say we shouldn't fight at all. We should try and avoid the fight. And that's why I left the cafe, because we don't want to...
I'm just going
Wreck the
higher to
place.
get a better vantage point of what's
You've got a better
happening.
look at everything.
Because this might be also considered a question, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming that I can communicate with the personal device. To,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
people,
So
like, hey,
PCDs are personal computers, mobile phones. You can use them to communicate with one another. I imagine you probably shared numbers so that you could actually send one another messages.
I'm sure we
well, of course we prepared that, Brian. What are you gonna take us for?
Do you carry a personal computer?
I'm 27 years old, according to my character, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I got one. Although
Get down
I
with
would
the
find
kids.
it funny to play the person that is unfamiliar with technology and is all like, computer? What is this? But I'm 27 years old, so I can't make that.
I did take the negative trait,
You did?
computer challenged.
Sending messages you can just about manage, but that's basically the cusp of your skills when it comes to computers, Denius. If you try anything more difficult, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah. Sending messages, yeah, you can do okay with that.
Don't open Excel. It might crash.
You say that, but I still manage to crash Excel sometimes.
Data overload.
What is it that you guys are doing? It seems as though Drop is heading to a vehicle. You see Deadshot cross over the street and begin climbing on up the side of one of the nearby buildings. What's your plan here?
Plan, yes.
I just look at Basti. Are you gonna pick him up? I think we're heading out.
Pick him up?
Yeah, the dumbass that went up on the roof.
Yeah, I guess I could.
He gave me a beer earlier.
Oh.
You want it, and I put it out of my pocket. I don't remember paying for this as well. I don't think he paid.
Absolute haram.
I forgot to pay, okay? I got an urgent message, this shit's happening.
His Australian blood is strong in him.
Do you have a scrambler on your vehicle?
No.
So,
Did you think?
Because if we go to Kurt's apartment, they will probably be able to follow us using your vehicle ID. We should probably scram. Avoid the fight.
Yeah,
We
split up. Split
they
up,
cannot scram.
lads.
split the party.
Well,
Then
we can
never
just set a trap.
They cannot scramble us if we kill them.
Well, let's just go away here. Come on. Hide. Around the corner.
Is that the call?
I don't know.
Well, the tube station's nearby. We could
Tube station shootout.
no to split up. We'll split up and then reassemble at the apartment, Sunrise apartment.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll send a message to everyone's PCD. And let everyone know that we will delay and we will
Okay.
meet up at Kurt's place using different forms of travel.
Okay.
Can I
Very
still
well.
take my car? Do I have to park
You-
it?
I'd say drive in the other direction, park your car, take the tram.
Okay.
Alright.
So what I'm gonna do then, Prime?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay for a while and just observe the entrance of those three and see what they're doing, or when they've left, and then once they've left, I'll just inform everyone else of what's happening.
Sure, okay. So, that, then you all sort of go your separate ways, trying best to scram as best you can. A few of you go to the nearby tube. A few of you sort of take your vehicles, drive them in the opposite direction, and sort of leave them in some place that's doesn't look dodgy as fuck. In the meanwhile, Deadshot, you sort of clamber onto the roof, and you have a good sort of vantage point at the short circuit before you keep an eye on things. Make a stealth skill check, please.
This is where you die.
Okay. You blend into the scenery like fucking Predator, keeping an eye on the nearby landscape. About 10 minutes go by, and you see a nearby car pull on up and 3 more individuals step on out. They make their way into the front entrance of the OmniNet Cafe, and they convene with the 3 individuals that you see earlier. They converse for a little bit, maybe no more than, say, 5 minutes, before then heading on back out and getting and waiting on in the car. They don't seem to pull away. They more so just sort of wait in the car, just keeping an eye on things.
Okay, can I get driving the license plate?
Yeah, sure. You've got a pretty good sign.
Yeah, so I want to get the license plate, and
Okay.
I text that to everyone else.
Okay.
So they know that suspicious car.
Very well. Okay. How long do you sort of wait to see how things play out for?
So the car is still there, and
Yeah.
the 3 that talked to them, those have left, right?
No, they're still there. They seem to converse for about 5 minutes before going back to their original positions, and the 3 that arrived just seem to go back to their car and just wait around for a while.
So basically, they're not leaving at all.
Doesn't
They're not
seem to be
following.
for the time being.
Think I'll wait for another 15, half an hour until something has happened.
Okay, another 10 minutes goes by, and you see the car drive off.
Okay, I inform this to the others, and I basically asked, do you want me to stay, or do you want me to meet up at Kurt's place?
Yeah, Sunrise Apartments.
Stay for another 15 minutes, and then we'll rendezvous at Kurt's apartment in... What time is it now?
So by now, you're looking about 8:30.
Right. Say 9:30.
Okay. Very well.
At the earliest.
Everyone sort of makes their way on through. You sort of wait around for a little while longer. Deadshot keeping an eye on things. About 30 minutes goes past. It's getting towards the point where you're sort of thinking of packing it in and making your way on over yourself. You see the 3 individuals inside head on out and get into a nearby car that was parked in the alleyway and drive on off.
Okay, I also informed the others of this license plate.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go in the tube and make my way towards Kurt's place.
Okay. Very well. So, with that, you all begin to head on over. So, as you make your way over to the Sunrise apartment, you can see this large, probably 80-story building off in the distance, neon. You probably get the idea, probably built in the 2050s. It seems to be one of many mega tower blocks that were built to handle the insatiable housing crisis of the city. And they each, because of their size, form small little micro-societies of their own. As you sort of gaze across, there seems to be sort of a plaza area in front, and there's quite a few individuals sort of coming and going from the tower block here. There also seems to be an underground garage at the side that sort of heads on down underneath the tower block itself. And finally, there seems to also be a sort of the main entranceway. You sort of do the rounds and just sort of have a little look across, keeping your distance at this time.
Yeah, make sure we don't see any of the cars that the Aussie reported about.
Yeah, so some time goes past, and and actually start to hear this sort of stream of messages from Deadshot keeping you informed. As the first of you begin to arrive, you sort of just set on up, waiting for everyone, and just keeping an eye on the place. So, I would say, can I get a perception check from everyone but Deadshot, please?
Ooh, perception.
Big number. P.
Okay.
No, which category was it again?
Foresight.
Sorry. Nope.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, each of you gazes across to see what you can find. Yabaste and John, you're pretty oblivious to the local surroundings. You sort of have a little look here and there, but there's quite a lot of activity coming and going to really find anything of substance. Drop and Tracy, however, you fare a little bit better. Drop, you're able to tell that there are a number of individuals, looks like groups of youths, punks, playing loud music in the central plaza, and you can definitely tell they're sort of keeping an eye on individuals coming and going. And you sort of see as sort of one woman leaves for the morning, they begin to sort of pursue. And you see one of them just sort of grab hold of her nearby belongings and run on off around the corner.
Sniper.
Tracy, you fare one better. You also see this play out as well. But you can also see that there is another entrance. On the nearby sort of far wall, there seems to be a service entrance that's sort of the probably the concierge when the building was first built, probably used at some point or another, maybe like cleaning services, etc.
Okay. I'll inform Drop about the service entrance.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be running after that youth that stole the lady's handbag.
Okay, fair. Does anyone else go with, or do you just sort of see Tracy take on off after?
I'm not a fighter. I
Should
don't care.
we shoot him?
I'm stuck in the tube.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I try to, I don't know, climb over buildings and shortcut.
oh well. I'll say for the sake of brevity, you make your way on over, and you're able to sort of find your way to these guys. And as they sort of see some sort of confrontation approach, they just drop whatever they were holding and they all disperse into the nearby alleyways. The woman sort of looks at each of you and a little bit shaken and taken back at what has happened, but she thanks you nevertheless, and quickly hands over 50 credits as a thank you.
No need for that, love. And I hand it back.
Very well, okay. With that, you can have a point of karma. Tracy.
Ooh. Karma chameleon.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
In...
You got a notes section if you...
Yeah.
Almost. Alright, so some time goes by and finally Deadshot rejoins with the group once more. You sort of all survey the nearby surroundings once again. And while it's definitely sort of quietened down a little bit, you can still see that there are a number of sort of punks about, and you get the impression this is probably some gang's territory of some kind. So, there appears to be 3 ways into the building. The main entrance, the service entrance that Tracy was able to spot earlier, and the underground garage.
Let's go in the service entrance.
And if you have a crowbar?
Got a lockpick, love.
Got lockpicks.
Picked.
works as well, I guess.
Also, I need to take my armor off and go pee, so I'm gonna.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Be right back.
All right, so shall we have a quick 5-minute drink break? Because I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind a cup of tea.
Nice
Oh yeah,
spot
that
pay.
sounds pretty good.
Sure.
Sure.
Alrighty, so.
okay.
Haven't shot anybody yet.
Give it
Disappoint.
time, my friend. Give it time.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Or not, Jimmy. Backup characters for D&D. His name drop as well.
Could be.
What's your name again, Syndrus?
Nickname is Deadshot. And I've also set my real name, which is Floyd Lawton.
Floyd Lawton.
But basically, when I'm on a job, I use the nickname.
Alright. Floyd, you best. Drop, and Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy!
Fucking dream team right there.
I feel like Tracy is like the mascot. and then Jimmy's character is like the sideline guy that just sits in the corner and be all like, "Oh, I'm not part of this." Now we got a mysterious sort of ninja woman, and then we got a robot, a kick-ass one.
Time will tell what everyone's capabilities are.
I know.
Drop goes into coma and he gets shot for some. Fucking dead, guys!
See, my tactic is to be at distance.
Yeah. Well,
That's a cowardly move.
I'm sure Drop's going to be okay unless there's beholders.
Too soon.
That is assuming the beholder hits.
Might be difficult to get distance in a apartment building.
Yeah.
Hey, at least my character can now attack in distance.
This is true.
What's the weapons expert? Did I take that?
Firearms expert, you mean?
Firearms expert, yeah.
Yeah, I took it. I actually got both firearms expert and sharpshooter.
Oh yeah, that's the one for this. What did you get for strength score then? And endurance?
So I did not put any points in strength. But I did get an endurance of 4.
Oh, okay.
Four's average. Four's okay.
Your reflex?
Alrighty.
Wait, you're just gonna talk about all the stats now, Quincy?
Yeah, I want to see how tanky you are.
I'm not saying that.
Bastard, I'll shoot you. I'll try to see.
So, you make your way through the service entrance of the apartments, and you find yourself sort of in the main sort of lobby area. You can see the main entrance far to your south, and there seems to be sort of people coming and going. Outside, you can sort of see a number of views, just sort of keeping an eye on things, blaring out sort of loud music, just sort of, yeah. So, there seems to be lifts to your north, and there also, you would expect there is also a fireman's escape for getting up and down as you see fit. You sort of have a little look around, and all of the apartment blocks on this level seem to be 00 and then a number.
Alright, so
Guess we got to go up, loves.
level 54.
Seems to be that way.
They're,
Elevators, please.
Wait, but wasn't the apartment number 15407?
5407.
Oh, okay, so why didn't I write down 1 before that?
Australian intelligence.
I actually didn't put a lot of points in intelligence.
It shows.
Right.
Human.
So,
So, how do you wish to proceed?
right. You two, I point at the Cyterian and the T-car. You take that elevator, and we take this elevator, and we meet you up there.
Okay. So, you make your way to the north where there are a series of 6 lifts in a line. A few other people coming and going, like I say, as it seems to be sort of early hour rush peak time. There's a couple of individuals sort of making their way through the nearby corridors. And as they sort of spot you all, they take one of the nearby lifts. Nevertheless, you sort of make your way up to the 54th floor without too much difficulty. And these individuals sort of move on off down one of the nearby corridors. So, if I copy your tokens across, you should... Give me 2 seconds. So, you arrive on the 54th floor.
It's a very
Direction
big
did the
floor.
others go?
I just
Lift.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even?
Just dive hoist.
You begin counting the numbers in front of you, and it appears that you've got 5401, 5402. I can show you because I put little markers down.
What do I get my stepfather for his birthday that I didn't get a gift for? Guys, I have 30 minutes.
What?
Well done, Quincy.
Oh, I have a dinner this evening.
You should probably get something.
I've got
Who is
iced
it?
tea bottle, stepfather, so it's not that important.
Wine? Whiskey?
Beer.
beer.
Alcohol. I'll see what's in the. Probably re-gift him one of his he already has. Don't worry about it.
That's what does
That's
he like? Does
terrible.
he like food?
You're a model
What?
stepson.
Does
But-
he like food?
Does he like food? Yeah, he's human. He eats.
No, but I mean, like, does he like licorice or beer or?
He is Sonja Bakkering at the moment, which is a diet. So
Oh ja, dan moet je geen snoep geven.
Number 7. Here we go, loves.
So,
So you just went off in a random direction.
Went off in the right direction, love.
Where did the others go? In what direction?
So they went off over on into this direction and went into 5402. And as the door opens, you could just hear blazing techno music playing, and the door shuts again. But even with the door shut, you can still hear this music just sort of emanating.
That's the one we
They
like,
sort of
love.
give you a quick look, but nothing other than that before disappearing once more.
I try to remember their faces if they were
Okay,
covered.
sure, yeah. You get a very quick sort of cursory glance at some of them. One of them sort of has like a tattoo down the side of his face that's quite easy to recognize. Okay,
all's good.
so you make your way down, and the first thing that you're able to notice is outside 5407, there is all manner of carnage that has been unleashed here. There is sort of dried blood across nearby walls. There are shards of broken glass that have been sort of, smashed across the floor, and sort of various sort of dents in the nearby walls. You also notice that the door itself is now just in shards of wood across the floor, and erected in its place looks to be a 3D printed security barrier that covers the surface of the opening with the words "police" written on top of it.
That won't stop us.
We'll just lift it aside. But Tracy,
What's up, love?
we should be careful not to. We should see so there's no one inside before we enter.
Yes. Do I have anything that could?
I had a sensor array, but it's in my car because it's supposed to be mounted on cars.
And
I couldn't take my car with me now, could I?
Ride the car in the fucking pit. Vroom, vroom, motherfuckers.
I mean, that could work with my motorbike.
Don't think I got anything that would see through. I don't think Sear would allow me to, would it?
See, I mean, you might have the ability to sort of pick up any sort of ethereal signatures from living life forms nearby.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a look inside, so to speak, it wouldn't give you like the layout and features of a room.
No, just let's do that. I'll do Sear, see if I can just detect if anyone's inside the room. If there's,
Okay. I think Ethereal Gaze, I think it's called.
I may not have that. There.
Ethereal Gaze?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Ethereal Gaze attempts to detect nearby ethereal signatures.
Uh-huh.
Room filled with robots. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I don't think I got that one. So.
Sad times.
One job.
Yeah, that's fine. You've got other means. So,
Maybe the other humans have it. Who knows?
I think Trace is the only psionic in the group.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers, love.
She is special, alright.
It's like just ask Trace, you want me to open it or you gonna open it?
You open it, love.
Alright, crowbar.
All right.
While they open crowbar, it's a 3D printed sheet of plastic, right?
It seems pretty reinforced.
Okay.
Crowbar.
Crowbar.
Maybe make sure there's no sort of alarm on it first.
Yes.
But you checked.
No, love, I just looked at the door.
I'll check for an interface.
Okay, very well. So you have a quick look over Drop, and you are able to find that it is a device of some kind. There does seem to be standard ports, etc.
All right. I'll see if I can bypass it and
Okay, very well.
make
Can you
it
make
think.
a hacking skill check, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll try to make it think that it's still closed, even though it's open, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Despite this being somewhat a well-maintained barrier by the police force, you would expect it to have a pretty decent system. It's no match for you. And you're able to very quickly hack your way into it and open it on up without too much difficulty whatsoever.
Damn it.
There we go.
Okay. So
I before we enter as well, I just glance over through the corridor to see that no one's peeking through the door or something.
okay. Right. So as some of you make your way inside, Drop, you sort of looking pretty competent with what you've managed to achieve. You sort of make your way across just to sort of see that there's no one about. You see an individual move on off from this side. Let's get a token actually. So he looks to be sort of late 20s, early 30s maybe. And he makes his way on over. And it loads. He makes his way over to the room that you saw individuals move into previously. And he sheepishly begins knocking on the nearby door. There's a pause for a moment, at which point the door opens once more. There's some conversation that happens. Difficult to tell between both the distance and also the loud music that's playing. But you're soon able to tell that the voices begin to get raised. The individual in question begins to move on back, and you see another a woman move on out confidently from the room. She seems to have sort of purplish hair, one side shaved, sort of the other side down to the shoulders, various sort of tattoos, and she's wearing battle armor. She moves on off, and she's carrying in one hand what looks to be a heavy pistol. And as this guy just sort of begins pleading almost, she sort of pushes him off, and you immediately hear a gunshot as she shoots him in the nearby knee, and he goes down. You sort of hear rings of pain, and she sort of laughs. She looks across. Make a stealth skill check, please. Drop.
Uh-oh.
Okay. She looks across over to you, and she sort of locks eyes for a moment. And without a pause, she says, Hey, what the fuck are you doing over there?
Nothing. I didn't see anything, and I'm going off.
She sort of looks to you for a moment, and she just stands in the corridor waiting for you to move.
I go around the corner.
Okay. You make your way around the corner. Very well. John, you sort of bring out heavy pistol and shield from your back.
Okay, we start taking
John,
room now.
are you where your token currently is?
Yeah, next to the door.
Okay. Very well. And what about you, Deadshot?
Well, my plan was actually to just stay here
Okay.
in case. But one thing I missed. Where did that shooting just happen?
Over here.
Where's over here? Hang on.
Left of the map.
5402. 5402.
Oh, it happened at the elevator.
Yeah.
No, it happened at the lift.
None of your Americanized English over here, thank you.
It's actually called a lift in the Netherlands as well.
Queen and country.
She kind of locks eyes on Drop, and he sort of moves on off to join the rest of the group. But she then immediately looks to you.
Well,
Deadshot.
then, can I make a stealth check to see if
Sure,
she sees
yeah.
me?
Yeah. Okay, you fare a little bit better, and you're able to sort of keep most of your body behind the corner and just sort of peering on out. You can definitely sort of see the shadow of her figure sort of made out through the lighting of the corridor. And after a while, you begin to see her approach.
She's coming towards us.
Seems to be.
That's what approaching means.
Guys?
What's
We
up,
got
love?
company. We got company.
Come on, now I was gonna
Oh,
clear this
shit.
room.
Go into the apartment and try to hide if you're quick.
Yeah.
You see a number of more silhouettes. I mean, it's difficult because you're trying to not to be seen, sort of looking out, but you can sort of make out the silhouettes of their shapes. It seems as though more individuals have left from 5402 and are now proceeding behind this woman, who you clearly can see is in charge of whatever this situation is.
Okay. Well, I got no reason to assume that they're also coming for 5407. So it would make more sense to hide in that room.
So dash over and close the door behind us.
I think that would make most sense, yeah.
All right.
Door. It's locked by magical means, man.
Did you break it up with crowbar?
No, we opened it. So we
Oh,
just
we opened
closed
it,
it.
okay.
Yeah, that's all
Okay.
the fun methods are
Okay,
being.
okay. So I think we should just go in the door and hide inside, because who knows? It might be from going to a different room.
But Prime,
What about-
you can't move through. It's
You can't go through, Prime.
Character
Oh,
is a magical,
I put a line of sight. I apologize.
magical barrier.
Oh, hey, I can move Syndra's character. Sweet. You're dead now.
Which way does the door open? Like,
It raises up.
oh, razors, fuck me.
Okay.
That's cool.
So has we been inside the room yet?
No, so I this is basically sort of playing out as Drop is able to lift the barrier. That's where all the commotion happens. So
Okay, so
Mhm.
basically Drop opens it up, and then I'm like, people
Yeah.
coming, go, 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 go.
okay, you quickly make your way on inside, and then I presume Drop, you're lowering the barrier once more to avoid any suspicion.
Yes.
Okay, so you make your way onto the room, and it is clearly been ransacked previously. It's very easy to tell that a number of individuals have been here. Furniture's been overturned and, for the most part, damaged beyond repair. You see, like, all manner of furnishings scattered across the floor, and it looks pretty roughed up, to say the least. As you make your way into the wider, wider apartment, you're able to tell that there's a separate bedroom and bathroom amongst in here.
I'll just stand guard at the corner of the room here in
Okay.
case somebody opens it.
Sure.
Did I hear the gunshot? I assume.
I would imagine so.
Damn.
And I'm quickly telling you, guys, get inside. I'll explain later. Prime. You said that this is like a lunchless kitchen, so I'm gonna assume there's like a sofa somewhere.
Yeah, there's a nearby sofa that's been overturned, sort of very broken in half.
Okay. What I would like to do is prepare some cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that I'm hiding behind it.
Okay.
Wait.
Tactical
Just a
style,
question.
not hiding.
Just a question first.
Yep.
Are we using Hollywood physics or real physics?
In terms of what?
Bullet penetration on sofas.
There are rules on bullet penetration. So, different services are given different resistances. They will provide you a certain amount of damage soak before they projectiles begin to penetrate through them.
Okay.
Drop. Can you hack the door shut again?
Oh, it's done.
Okay, that's fine.
I own the door.
You
This
own
is
the
my door.
door.
Are you Hodor?
Okay, so
100-year-old show, but yeah.
with that, like I say, you're able to find sort of a nearby couch that's been broken apart, and you quickly sort of do whatever you can to sort of move it into a more beneficial sort of type of cover. Rules for shooting through cover, by the way, are 256. If you're
Thank you.
so there are 5 types of materials, and each type has a hit points and damage resistance.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, so
you look, and the couch is probably going to serve as an average type of material.
But the door is a security door.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
The door
dense.
looks far
if
more...
everyone stays silent.
Okay, so Yubaste, you sort of look at the situation, and while Deadshot begins preparing some cover to the best of his ability, you clamber on up the nearby doorway and just sort of lurk above the barrier itself. Each you can hear footsteps begin to approach and whispering from one to another. You can clearly hear one of them say, "Where do they go?" At which point the woman sort of screeches in the voice, "You idiots, they're probably inside the apartment already. Get the fucking barrier down." At which point you hear a few of them begin to approach.
Damn it! I knew I should run down.
I take it on the far side of windows.
Those are indeed windows, yes. They sort of look on out to the nearby skyline.
Is there kind of like a ledge outside the window?
What, to stand on?
Yeah.
Not really.
Damn.
Oh, so it's not a balcony.
No, it's not a balcony.
Yeah, I was thinking just
I mean,
like
you can try and climb.
Yeah, no.
You're only 54 floors up.
Splat.
I mean, this is where Bullshit Monk comes in, right?
Yeah. So, what do you guys? Anything else that you want to do in the meantime?
I just ready my weapon and hide behind this corner.
Okay. So
And
you
stay
hear a
silent.
few of them just take clubs to this barrier and begin smashing into it. Takes them a little while, a good couple of minutes. Yubaste, you draw a sword. Okay. So the barrier finally is smashed on through, and you sort of lock eyes with these two sort of gangers that sort of look around into the nearby apartment, seeing the remainder of you all sort of weapons drawn. I guess with that, I'd like you all to roll for initiative, please. So, you need to roll 2d10 and add that to a combination of your reflex and foresight scores.
2d10.
Wait, so 2d10.
Plus foresight plus reflex.
25!
Oof.
28.
Ooh.
26.
Sorry, so plus reflex and foresight.
They don't have a foresight score?
Well, they do, yeah, but I'll add that on separately. So.
Ah,
Okay, so
oh fuck, I'm first. How does my gun work?
so drop. You got 26. You said.
Yes.
Okay, dead shots. You got 16. Tracy got 25. Bastard, you got 18. And then, who have I missed? I have missed the killer robot, of course. John, you got 28. Wow. So yes, John, you are up first.
First guy I see through the door, I shoot at him.
Okay, very well.
What's the attack roll?
So, you need to, what weapon are you using?
Legionnaire, so just a damage roll?
No, so you need to first see if you hit. The Legionnaire is your shotgun, is it?
No, it's a heavy pistol, so
Okay,
pistol.
so you need to make a heavy pistol skill check, please.
Alright, so
And these guys need to make an attribute endurance plus reflex.
there's a number of dice roll that Rogue is posted, right, as well?
Yes.
Oof.
That still might be enough. Let's take a look here. I need to get the formula, so... Okay, so you let out with your first shot. So what attack are you making for a start?
Standard.
Just a single round.
Yeah.
Okay, you let loose your first round and it just strays out the way. The guy's just able to see it coming and quickly dodges around the corner.
See.
So, can you make your reload check, please?
Yes. If it's on a 1 or 2, yeah? Yeah.
You need the number or higher you're aiming for. So roll a d10,
Oh.
you're aiming for the reload or the reload number or higher.
So,
Okay, it seems as though you must have left the clip half empty from the last mission.
do have a thing about that, though. Because I have, what's it called?
The smart grip,
Yeah.
minimum of 2.
Minimum, so fuck. Should have done.
You
first round.
fire off your first round, but it appears as though your mag is you left it half empty, and it's now completely spent.
Well, I have... We're a firearms expert, so I can reload as a reaction.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
No,
that.
it'll be standard action 1 for your attack, standard action 1 for your reload, so you still have a standard action 1 left.
Yeah, shoot again.
Okay, unfortunately you can only make a 1 attack action per turn.
Oh, fuck. Let's see.
You can pretty much wait, or you can try and give help to a nearby ally.
I'll stay in the corner here.
Okay, very well. So, with that, drop table, you're up next.
I'll fire off a pistol shot.
Okay, single shot or 3 shots? What do you want to do? Bear in mind, the more rounds you fire, the more recoil you have.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna... Were there any rules for aimed shots and stuff?
There
I
was.
don't remember.
So, if you look in the appendix, there is a nice list of all the actions that you can take. But I will also look it up.
Fire shot.
So combat actions, you're probably looking at Take Aim. Take Aim is a standard action 1, and it gives you a +1 to your dice ball bonus.
That's the one then.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you spend a standard action 1 to take aim, giving you a +1 in your next attack. You still got two action points left. What would you like to do?
And I will. Fire. I'll fire one round.
Yep. One of the two gangers at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're using a light pistol, are you not?
Yeah, the Rapture MK1. Yeah.
Okay. So can you also make a pistol skill check? And because you're taking aim, you get a +1 to your dice ball.
Let's see. Guns, pistols. There we go.
You're aiming for more than one. Okay. You take aim.
Oh, shit. What? I need to add one.
That's fine. It's already enough. You got more than me. They seem, having dodged out of the way of John's attack, they sort of move directly into the line of fire of your hit. So roll your damage, please.
That's 2d8 for the MK1. Yeah.
That's right. It will take us a while to get adjusted, but it's all good.
$2d8.
Mhm.
Yes, there we go.
Very nice. And what's your pen, please?
Pen is 2.
Okay. So you're able to sort of see that these guys seem to have just light armor on underneath, and your shot clearly goes through, doing a fair bit of damage to the first guy.
Do I use my last action to go behind the cover again, or
No, you can just sort of move. Movement isn't an action. You can move at your movement speed.
Cool.
Okay, can you make your reload check, please?
Yes.
So roll a d10. You're looking for a 2 or higher. You're all good. You've still got rounds in the mag.
I hope so.
Okay. So from there, Tracy.
I'm going to move slightly more forward. It's about there.
Okay.
And I am going to launch some fire at these bitches.
Okay.
So, long and narrow.
You're using combustion.
Yes.
I thought as much.
With a 3-meter spread. So obviously
Okay.
it's just...
You'll easily be able to get those two. And I'll say, since you Buster is on the, fucking Spider-Maning it at top of the floor, she'll be fine.
Okay.
You can sort of aim it down and avoid burning her to sit. So, what check am I making here, please?
Opposing is foresight and reflex.
Foresight and reflex. Okay.
So I need to roll energetics, don't I?
You do, yes.
So that is not...
Oof, they rolled pretty well. Okay. Not enough, it seems. Despite being pretty spry, they're not able to move out the way out of time, and they both take full damage from this.
Right, so full damage... 3d6 heat damage.
Yeah.
8.
Nice. Okay. You all sort of see as Tracy steps on out and unleashes this torrent of flame in a cone in front of her, quite badly burning the goons in front. Nice. Staying where you are or moving at all, Tracy?
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit that way.
Okay. Just keep in mind the amount that you're moving, obviously. That's
Yeah.
for the entire round.
I think I've moved 7 in total then.
Makes sense. Cool. Right, John, you're up.
Not John.
Hmm?
Am I John?
You are John.
Oh, has it been a full round already?
No, it goes based on whoever's got the highest initiative. You had 28. You're now down to 18, so you're up.
Oh, that one. I got initiative. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm reloaded. Well, fucking burst fire then.
Okay, so would you like to free shot burst then, I presume?
Yeah.
So you have 3 attacks. What's the recoil?
4.
Okay, so you suffer a -4 dice pool penalty to each attack.
All right. So
But
8 dice.
how is the round calculated?
The round is when everyone reaches 0 initiative.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, if he goes 28 down to 18, I
get a
haven't done
return.
any round yet.
Yes, you haven't had your
10.
turn yet. You'll be next.
So you
Okay.
lose 10 initiative per
You
round.
do, yes. If you want to make a reaction, you lose 5.
What happens at 0 actually then? Reroll?
So when everyone reaches 0, the round is over, and we all roll initiative again.
All right. So there's a
Okay.
chance like somebody has more rounds than like more.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
The higher your initiative, the quicker you are able to react. So if you get a very low initiative score, you're basically taking your time, sort of not being able to sort of get into the fray of things, so other people are able to act. Okay, so first attack. Let's see. Which one are you going for, by the way, John? The wounded one.
Badly burned that one.
Okay, first attack unfortunately misses. Make your second attack, please.
6. Ooh. Fuck off. Bastard. Absolute bastard.
Sorry, man. Third attack.
Fuck.
You let loose 3 rounds, but unfortunately, you're just not able to connect. They sort of stray wide. Sorry, man. I rolled really well that time. Luckily, this time, however, you still have some ammo left in the chamber, so you're all good there.
I got one turn one thing left. So yeah.
Yeah.
What are the other actions actually?
So you could help. You could take aim.
So I can take aim for next round?
You can, yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you use the last standard action 1 to give you a +1 on your next attack.
Yes.
Alrighty, you best you are up.
Well, I sort of wanna, because climbing is movement speed, I wanna
It is.
climb down and
Okay.
try on the side of the door and try to on this side.
Yeah, that's fine. You sort of clamber on across near to where John is, and you just drop to the ground, pretty much now face to face with the goon in front.
And I wanna stab him.
Okay.
Can I just take aim, work for swords?
Yeah, sure, why not? I can't remember whether it does or not, but sure.
I don't. And how many? It's 3 actions.
So, taking aim is a standard action 1, and you have 3 actions. So, you're using a sword, correct?
So then I make a melee attack.
You're using a sword, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Sword.
can make between 1 and 3 attacks with a sword, with the action point cost being the same as the number of attacks. So you could
Oh.
make 2 attacks for a standard action 2 if you wanted, and then take aim with your last action.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah. Yes. First
So-
one take aim.
yes, you drop to the floor, taking aim, giving you a +1 for your next attack. So, can you
So-
make a melee weapons attack with a +1?
14 d10 then. Because I have to.
Yes, that's probably.
Oof, fucking.
You go to attack, but you just hit the side of the wall, unfortunately, and it just ricochets off. But you've got 2 attacks, so make your second attack this time without the +1.
I thought we were good at shooting and killing people.
Okay, you sort of learn from this, and with your second aim, you managed to connect your hit. Roll your damage, please.
Okay. For the sword damage, I didn't quite understand. It says 1d6 plus fin p. So
Yes.
do I add the finesse?
You do, yes.
It's the raw finesse, not the melee attack finesse, right?
Just the raw finesse. So whatever your finesse attribute is, which I'm guessing is quite high, 6 maybe?
Probably 7.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, and what's your pen?
3 penetration.
Okay. So with that, as the goon sort of stands, trying his best to both dodge out the way of this flurry of bullets and also try not to get too horribly burnt, you land on the ground, Ubaste, and just cut him in half.
Brutal.
He is down.
Am I able to climb up again?
Yeah, so movement you can just do independently. Just bear in mind, whatever your movement speed is, that's the amount you can move for the entire round. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. So movement speed is 12 meters.
So you
I
move
can
12
only move.
full round.
But how tall is the wall?
Probably no more than, say, 2 meters.
Then I'll climb up again.
Okay, you clamber on up, no problem. So after Ubaste is Drop.
All right. I'm going to scan the local Omninet for weapon signatures.
Okay, very well. So make a networking skill check, please. Okay, so you use a standard action 2 to locate nearby devices. You're able to tell, first and foremost, most of these guys have X200s for their devices, and you're able to tell that for the most part, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them seem to be packing R8 Reavers.
Okay. All right, Reapers.
Mm-hmm.
Reavers.
So you've got a standard action 1 left. Anything that you'd like to do in particular?
I would like to try and hack the weapons.
Okay. Hacking is unfortunately a standard action 2, so you're going to need to wait for your next turn for that.
Okay.
But what you could do maybe is try and help one of your friends, so maybe Tracy next to you.
Yeah, sure.
So you use your last standard action 1 to help Tracy. So your next action, you get a +1 to your dice pool, Tracy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Right, after Drop Table is Deadshot.
I'm still a bit unfamiliar.
Yeah,
so
what's that?
bear with me.
It's all good. Like I said, this is first session. It's a new system. I expected, we'll have to walk through it. It's not a problem. So, on your turn, you get 3 action points. Different types of actions require different amounts of those points. You also can move as well. So, if you wanted to attack, for example, what weapons are you using?
Well, my first question is, can I use a sniper rifle in this situation?
Yeah, you can. There's no minimum range on a sniper rifle.
Okay, there's no. Okay, I thought that might be like D&D, where if you do a magical attack, if there's someone near to you.
If you're in melee range, then you take a negative, yes, but you're not in melee range.
Okay, well in that case, I want to shoot the guy in front of me with the sniper rifle.
Okay, so you pull out. I believe you're using an Ishmash SV.
Yeah.
So if we look at that, you have the ability of either doing a standard action 1, which you fire a single shot, or a standard action 2, where you get 3 attacks, but you take recoil.
Okay, So, and then you can make 3 attack actions, right? You can shoot
Correct.
3 times.
If you're doing the burst fire, you'll get 3 attacks. Is that what you'd like to do?
No, so
No,
no?
Sindrus. No.
No, hang on, but
That's what I tried to do and it didn't work.
fire shot has a 1 behind it, and burst fire has a 2 behind it.
Yes. So that's
And-
the amount of action point cost.
Yeah, and you get 3, right?
Correct. But you can only make 1 attack.
Okay.
So if you want to fire multiple times, you have to pick the attack with more shots.
I see. Well, just because we can, I'm just, let's just start simple. Let's just do fire shot. So that has 1.
Okay, very well. So you get 1 attack. So make your long guns skill check, please. Okay, you steady your aim and you manage to land your hit. Roll your damage, please.
So that should be this.
3d10, yeah. So with 6 pen, your attack seems to go completely through the armor of these guys. It doesn't look like they've got particularly decent gear. Doing full damage, immediately bloodying him.
Okay, so now I got 2 standard actions left.
You've got 2 standard actions, but first things what you need to do is to see whether you've got ammo. So can you roll a d10, please? And you're looking for a 3 or more.
Yeah,
So,
I'm looking for...
yeah, much like unfortunately with John, it seems you left your magazine half empty from the last mission, and you are out of ammo.
Okay, and to reload...
Because you are a firearms expert, you can spend a standard action 1 to reload.
Yeah, so I would like to do that.
Okay. You add in a new magazine.
Okay, and that means I also have to write down that to out a magazine?
Yes, you've lost the magazine.
Jesus Christ, I only have 5 of them, so now I got 4.
Yeah.
Should have bought more.
Well, I was like, it should be fine. So what else can I do now? I can
But
move.
you've got a standard action 1 left. You could either take aim for your next shot, much like what John is doing now, or you could use it to try and aid one of your nearby teammates.
I'll take aim.
Okay, you take aim, so your next attack you get a +1. Alrighty, Tracy.
Tracy! I am going to move forward to there.
Okay. You get the feeling the gangers are about to react and move.
Yeah. I'm going to exploit weakness on this one.
What is the effect of exploit weakness? Please?
So, focusing on a target individual whose presence you've already been made aware of and is currently within range, which is 30 meters, you attempt to study their connection to the ether and learn both of their capabilities and limitations and how best to exploit them.
Okay.
Target makes an opposing intellect and will ability check. If they succeed, they withstand my influence, ending immediately. However, if they fail, you gain valuable insight to this individual potential's shortcomings.
Okay, so make your roll, please. Their int and will is not particularly high.
Okay. I've got an additional +1 from help.
Yes.
Seer is 12 standards, that's 13.
Correct. Oh yeah, you breeze through. Okay, so these thugs look like their weaknesses are int, will, and charisma.
Okay.
Their strongest stats seem to be a combination of strength, finesse, which is 4. They have 26 hit points, but only 22 mental stamina.
Okay.
In terms of their skills, they're okay at combat. They have sort of their dice pools seem to be somewhere in the region of about 7 or 8. They're less particularly good at things like perceiving.
Okay. They also suffer a dice pool on all attributes and skill checks that are made to defend against my actions.
Nice.
Which lasts an hour.
Good to know.
Penalty is equal to half the amount of points that are currently assigned to Silent Seer, so 6.
So 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Denios. Thank you for giving me cover.
Staying where you are, Tracy?
I'm on the doorway.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, the goons finally have sort of wised up to the situation as one guy gets his fucking torso ripped in half. The other guy gets shot at. So, right, their movement speed is 12. So with that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so a few of the gangers with melee weapons just run on in to the nearest person that they can see preparing to attack. So, first things first, Ubaste, you have one guy just run at you with a club. He is going to try and hit you.
From the doorway?
This guy.
Yeah, but you remember I said I climbed up again?
Oh, apologies. Yes, I forgot about that. In which case, then he'll go for you, John. Sorry, I apologize.
Okay,
reflex.
So, John, to defend yourself, you need to make endurance plus reflex attribute check, please. Okay, so this guy is going to have... Oof.
9?
Don't think I can even roll that high, but let's see.
Explode some dice. Come on, do it.
Yeah, he's a little short, and he just runs up to you, and you grab hold the club. It's not going anywhere. Same thing for you, Tracy. Another guy just sort of runs on up to you, trying to bash your head in.
Can I use a reaction?
You can use a reaction, yeah.
I'll use premonition to get that sense of deja vu.
Very well. So you lose. So after your round, you'd be on 5. So you're going to lose the rest of your initiative.
Okay.
Right, but nevertheless, you get the effect of premonition.
Yeah, I gain a bonus equal to the number of points which are assigned to Silent Seers, so 6, to all checks that are made to defend against the triggering action.
Yes.
So I also have 6 physical resistance.
So you would be rolling endurance plus reflex to defend. So whatever that is, and then add 6.
Right, let's... endurance is 4, reflex is 6, that's 10.
Plus 6 is 16.
16 plus an additional 6 for the reaction.
That is
the
6.
The plus 6, okay.
Yeah.
So 16.
Yeah. Yeah, you easily, with this sense of deja vu filling your mind, you see the attack coming a mile off, and it's not able to do anything. He's going to make he is swinging twice, however.
Okay.
So roll again.
Do I still get the same?
You still get the effect. It's still the same action.
Okay.
Yeah, you're easily able to choreograph his attacks. And then finally, the last one is running towards yourself, Deadshot. So he's going to take 2 swings at you.
I haven't seen the main baddie.
Endurance with reflex, right?
Endurance plus reflex. Yeah, she's going to go in a minute.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, you're not quite as nimble as some of the other guys. And the club just hits you square on the face.
Okay.
So, this will be... Need to look up. Okay, club. So... Melee weapons. Club is D8 strength. Their strength is 4.
The exploit weakness, is that only if they attack against me or?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually read it. I think so. So, in the meantime, right. So, what is your physical damage resistance, Deadshot?
6.
Okay, so the attack has 1 pen, so that gets reduced down to 5. So the damage is 6. You take 1 physical damage. So you lose 1 hit point.
He did.
Okay. That was not as bad as I thought it would be. See,
It's a club. He is, however, like I said, he's making 2 swings at you, so second attack. Okay, yeah, still just a bit too sluggish, unfortunately.
we both got the same roll.
Okay, this time, however, 11. So
5
once
damage.
again, yeah. So 1 pen, and then whatever the damage extra is. Alrighty, so that's the melee guys. You then see the main woman, the one that was shouting earlier, and a couple of her goons pull out reavers and begin shooting. So the 2 gun dudes. This one is going to fire at yourself, Tracy.
Okay.
They're, like I said, R8 reavers, and they are also going to burst fire, so 3 shots.
Okay. So for me, it's still 16, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still. Well, your reaction was only for that attack, I believe.
Oh, okay. Fine.
So just whatever your endurance plus reflexes.
Would be 10.
They are burst firing, however, so they take a fairly big amount of recoil.
Ooh.
Reavers are 3, I think.
4. No, you're right. 3, yeah. So they completely whiff it for the first shot. Second attack.
Wow.
Okay, still, yeah, you're just able to dodge out of the way of the second one. And then the final attack. Yeah, the shots go far and wide. He's able to connect onto you.
That's some luck.
And she appears to be out of ammo, so she moves back and begins to reload. Next one comes through and is going to fire at you, Deadshot. Once again, she is going to fire 3 shots against you. First attack. Cindy?
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Yes, against you.
So that's the same roll again?
Yep, endurance plus reflex. Yeah, you're able to dodge out of the way of the first attack. Second. Once again, move, isn't able to connect. And then the final one. Final one, unfortunately, you can't quite get out of the way in time, and it's able to connect against you. Okay, so R8 is 2d10 plus 1. That's not what I rolled.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not a 2d10.
There we go, that's better. Okay, so the R8 Reaver has pen of 4. So what's your physical damage resistance?
6, so I take 11 damage.
Okay, so it reduces to 2. So yes, you take 11 hit points worth of damage.
Guys, I am bleeding.
Oh no.
Is there a thing that's bleeding in this?
Yeah, why not? You just got shot, so yes. Finally, the big old, the big woman is moving forward. She's just going to stay back, and she's just going to fire, I think, probably towards you, Drop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a +2, though, because of cover.
Drop. About to be dropped.
Question about that, Prime, because I did say in the beginning I want to be behind the couch.
Okay, yeah.
Did that have any influence on the?
Yeah, well, roll an additional 2d10, Cindrus.
Be right back.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, we'll say you didn't get hit. You rolled an extra die, so you wouldn't have been hit by the attack. That was my bad.
Okay.
So just, that last hit didn't go through.
Nice.
I apologize.
No, it's all right.
So, drop. You need to make endurance plus reflex, and because of your cover, you're getting a +2.
Okay. So wait, is that 1d10 or 2d10? 2d10, right?
An additional 2d10 on whatever you would normally roll. Okay. So what you got? 1, 2,
Oh, I need to reroll one.
3. Yeah, and reroll 1. You can also use the macro to do it for you.
Yeah, I just forgot to use the macro. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
still
fine.
3 successes.
3, unfortunately, it is able to hit you. Okay, so what's your physical damage resistance, please?
6.
Okay, so much like with Cindrus, it has 4 pen, taking it down to 2, so you take 10 hit points worth of damage.
Owie.
She's then going to fire again.
And same, I guess?
Yeah. This time you wise up and you immediately head through around the corner, and she's not able to hit.
Cool.
Okay. Right. Goons are done. So John.
I'm gonna shoot at him in melee distance.
Nice. So if you're firing at melee distance, you take a -1, unfortunately.
All right. Also, lucky thing because I forgot one of my attachments gives me +1 on short range.
Nice.
The burst fire as well.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
I took aim before. Is it on the first attack roll or
Just
on all
the
3?
first attack. Yes.
All right. So that's 9 dice. Against the guy next to me.
Yeah. Just roll. Right. So it is. They got a defense 8. Unfortunately, this one misses.
Again.
Let's just. There you go. You hit with the second one.
Finally. See the damage for this one. 3d8, 4 penetration, and I get an extra 2 penetration.
Yeah. Okay, so I've just read. If the action in question involves the use of multiple attacks, then this bonus is applied to each of them.
All right. I mean, it doesn't matter for the second one.
Yeah, you hit anyway. So.
Bonus?
Yeah, John took aim. So if you take aim, it applies it to each of them. That's my bad.
13 damage with 4 penetration.
Okay. The guy is immediately bloodied by your assault.
And another shot then.
Yep.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Sad times, but you get 1 hit at least. Make a reload check. Yeah, you're good this time, I think.
I'll take aim again.
Okay.
Keep it basic.
Alrighty, so that's John at 0. Ubaste.
Yes. Can I jump from the wall and land on him?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Do you want to make an acrobatics skill check, please?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I will give you a +2 to this attack.
Oh, yeah.
As you leap off from the wall, Spider-Man style, and just throw yourself at it. Okay, I mean, I'll try. Yeah, you're able to hit. No problem.
And damage.
He is on his last legs.
Okay. Can I stab him again?
Yeah, so you have the ability of between 1 and 3 attacks. Action point cost is the number of attacks. And because you're using a melee weapon, you don't take recoil, so yes, you can.
I could attack him twice.
Yes.
Maybe I should. I could take aim, but I could also just go for the melee. Yeah. But now I don't get that first bonus, right?
Yeah.
So I'll remove 2 dice. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're still able to, you sort of all see as Ubaste jumps into the fray, showing her sword prowess. You hit once again,
Oh no.
cutting down the second of the goons.
I guess. Let's see. I went up the wall.
Yep.
And then down, and then I jumped.
Yep.
And I guess 5 meters.
Probably be no more than, say, a couple of meters to jump down.
Yeah. I'm thinking I should go here, stab that guy as well.
Okay.
Last.
Your last standard action.
Now I got some good rolls.
Oh, yes.
Is that a hit then?
That is a hit. As the final as the next goon is about to try and assault Deadshot once more, and Ubaste, you just come up behind the guy and immediately just slit his throat.
Yay.
I want to hide behind the couch. Where is it? Is it here?
It's basically in front of Deadshot. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll finish here.
Alrighty, Ubaste is off of initiative. So drop table.
Okay. Gonna try. I'm just trying out the system here for little battle hacking, but
so you're still aware of those devices?
Yeah.
From previously.
So can I see if any devices has gone offline or something?
All the same devices still seem to be there as before. Just some of them don't appear to be active.
Just a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I can't really remember if it says anything about it, but so if a device loses connection to its host, will it stop working or will it just continue?
No, it simply uses its own stats. Okay. So when you connect a device to a host, it gains the security rating of its host.
Yeah, okay.
If it loses that connection, it has to use its own rating, which for the most part is probably pretty shitty. So what would you like to do? You can try and hack one of the items that you found previously if you wanted.
Yeah, I would like to hack one of the weapons.
Okay.
If I
from the big bad?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to use a standard action 2 to try and to hack the device. So can you make a hacking skill check, please?
Yes.
Okay. You're easily able to prevail. It doesn't seem as though they've got a particularly secure network set up, and you're able to break on into the device. You feel as though you have basic privileges on the device now. If you wanted to, you could use your standard action 1 remaining to turn the device off.
That would be... Yes, that would be
okay.
Good. Turn it off.
So, you turn the device off, and it seems as though the handgun has stopped working. But that is the end of your turn, unless you want to move anywhere.
I'm backing further into the corner.
Okay. Dead shots.
I'm gonna go pee-pee.
Yeah. I would like to use my sniper rifle to shoot at this guy.
Okay, sure.
And I took the aim action last time,
so you get a +1 on all your attacks for this action.
Then it's should be for.
How many attacks are you making out of interest?
Well, you can only do one attack, right? It's because I'm doing
you have
fire.
Options. You can either do the single shot or you can do the burst fire.
I will not do burst, so that means I get one shot off.
Okay, you fire off your shot and you're able to land it.
Okay, nice. Okay, so it's just a regular.
So roll your damage, yeah.
Yeah, so just a regular 3d10.
Just a regular 3d10. Yes. That does some pretty major damage. You just see her shoulder explode at the nearby back wall.
Okay.
She's not looking good. Can you roll your d10, please?
Oh, yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah, you're still good for ammo.
Nothing happens if you create on the ammo?
No, unfortunately not. You don't spawn more ammo into it.
No, I mean, yeah. Aw. Okay. Out of nowhere, magical bullets appear.
Exactly. So, you've used a standard action 1 to make your attack. You've still got 2 action points left. What would you like to do with them?
I should really check on what you can do with all the action points.
That's fine. Off the top of your head, you could help out a nearby ally. You could take aim for your next shot. I believe also there's hinder, but probably a little difficult to do at range. It's more so a melee thing.
So I could take aim and help?
Yes.
Then I will do that.
Okay, you use another standard action 1 to take aim. You have 1 action point left. You can give a +1 to a nearby ally. Who would you like?
There's one person standing here.
Okay, you help Ubaste,
yeah.
Giving her a +1 on the next action.
Can you stack those?
Yeah, I don't see why not, if you have multiple people helping.
Okay, because it might be powerful.
Well, it's wasting an action point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but let's say 4 people use all 3 points to help someone. That's +12.
Good point. Yeah. Maybe just take the highest then. Perhaps I'll have to make that change, whatever the highest help is.
I mean, I can't think of a situation yet where that could be useful, but...
Well, I mean, you could do it, for example, you could give Ubaste such high dice pool she could actually start hacking things when she has no skill to do so. Alrighty, finally, Goons to end off the round. The one that's next to you, Tracy, is going to try and swing at you.
That's not cool, love. Just trying to find out.
He's going to try and make 3 swings at you. He's going to use all his action points to just try and hit you in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, he succeeds on the first. I can find the damn dice roll. There we go. Okay, what is your physical damage resistance, please?
6.
6. So the attack has 1 pen, gets reduced to 5. So you take 5 off 12, which is 7. You take 7 hit point damage.
Math is hard.
It's 5. Second attack. You're able to dodge out of the way of that one, and then the final attack.
Ugh.
Yeah, no problem for you. So he's done. We've got then the one at the rear. You hear one of the goons reload, spending a standard action 2, unfortunately, because she is not a firearms expert. And then she's just going to take a single shot. Let's roll for it. Going for you, Baste. So can you make a endurance plus reflex check, please? Unfortunately, she's still able to hit.
Okay. So,
oof, big damage.
And how do I calculate the damage with the resistance?
What is your physical damage resistance? 5. The attack has 4 pen, so that leaves you with 1. Take 1 off of 17.
She's got 9 physical.
Yeah, 9.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said 5. I apologize. So
it cut off a little, so.
So 9 minus 4 is 5. So take 5 off 17 is 12. You take 12 hit points damage.
Okay.
Alrighty. You hear the main goon try and fire her weapon, but you just hear the firing ping doesn't seem to be connecting, and she's kind of pissed off and spends her turn trying to turn the weapon back on. And then finally, the one here is going to take shots at you, Tracy.
Oh no, love.
She is going to burst fire 3, so she's going to take a lot of recoil on this.
Okay.
First attack. Oh. Second attack. Oh. Dodging those bullets.
Yeah!
Oh!
You're easily able to choreograph the attack and just duck and dodge and weave out the way. While this ganger next to you is just swinging at your head. Alrighty, that is end of the rounds. Can you all re-roll initiative, please?
And that was
2d10.
foresight and reflex, right?
2d10 plus foresight and reflex.
Ooh, nice crit.
Ooh, Linda.
Ooh.
You're gonna kill them all.
Righty, so you Bastille got a big old 24. Drop got a 17.
Now we have the movement speed back, right?
You get all your movement speed back, yeah. John got 7. Tracy got fucking 29. And Deadshot got 11. Tracy, you're up first.
Sweet, love. Bitches are hiding on the other side of the door.
They are.
You don't have grenades?
No, but I can shoot fire from my mind.
I mean, Rogue, shouldn't you kill this guy in front of you?
Yeah, but with what?
I'll kill him later.
Your mind.
I mean, you could kill him with all your calls, like the cavalry's here and all that shit.
Dying inside from the first minute.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a round is 10 seconds, so that all transpired in the last 10 seconds, all of those actions.
So, I'm looking at Cold Snap.
Yes.
Zone is 4 meters.
A 4 meter square, or is it a radius?
Radius.
Okay, so like with D&D, you choose a corner. So yes, if you put it there, okay.
I take it would go around corners.
Yeah, it's like an area of effect that you're putting on the environment. It would hit you, however.
So I'm going to move one step out of the range.
Okay, that ganger is going to use a reaction to take a swipe against you.
Okay.
Dead.
Oof.
Hold it.
Does hit. Oh, God damn it. 1 pen on that.
So I've got...
Soak.
You got 6.
6
So no
resistance.
damage. Yeah, so reduce your resistance to 5, you reduce the damage by 5.
Phew. So yes, I'm going to use Cold Snap there.
Okay.
And turn this whole area into a popsicle.
But what about me?
You're not in... Oh. You're in that range. That's too bad.
Oh dear. So, what is the effect for those that are in the zone?
So, in the zone, I create a extreme cold centered on the target location. An individual who either starts their turn in the zone or attempts to enter it must make an opposing endurance and will check contested against my dice pool of psionics energetic skill. Targets who fail this check suffer 1d6 cold and mental damage, while those that succeed simply take half. And up to GM's discretion, it's a hazardous area.
Very well, good to know. If you get a moment, do you want to just mark that zone on the ground?
This zone.
Radius
Danger
of war.
zone. Why you murder friends?
Because he's smart. Didn't you listen to that?
Very smart. Intelligent.
I am smart.
So,
Yeah, I think it's
Another-
What?
Actually, no, I think it's bigger than that.
will you hit 2 teammates?
No, because that's he's 5 meters, so that.
Yeah, I'm just moving it.
One teammate. 2 teammates.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you move
Engulf
it towards that?
everyone.
Yeah, it's the shape, but yes, it does hit there. Alrighty. So, anything else, Tracy?
Are you gonna leave it here?
Yes.
It's a persistent zone that stays there.
Aren't you gonna move it back, or can you? I mean, can you put it elsewhere?
I can probably recast it.
Okay, no, not recast it. I meant.
If you want to change the zone, I'll allow it. That's where it's currently sitting.
What? Yeah. I guess you can't cast it through the wall.
Yeah, you need line of sight, unfortunately.
But I guess if you put it over there, maybe this enemy won't be included, but then cluster won't be included.
I don't think you're going to be able to put it anywhere that won't affect either Drop or John.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. This is just how Tracy is.
Sorry, love.
Anything else at all, Tracy?
No, I'll just stay there. No, it's fine.
Okay, your best day.
So what was the effect on going inside the area?
Take
Bad.
You take damage, and it's possibly a hazard as well.
Just go through the ceiling, or is it also on the ceiling?
It's a sphere, so yeah.
Is there any ability where I could like, because wasn't there a pick or? I mean,
There is a combat action for pick up. So you could potentially use that to try and drop out of the way.
Yeah, I was thinking if I can grab him.
Pick help up. Yeah, I would allow you to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go over here.
You move over there. I'll say the fact that you're also moving him is probably going to be a standard action too, but I'll allow you to drag him across.
Yeah. Okay. So
out of the zone.
And I dragged him, and I'll move a bit back as well.
You see sort of icicle crystals begin to form over Drop's body as you're just able to yank him out in time.
Yeah. So I've moved 5 meters.
Okay.
I guess now I can't use my sword. Why did you do this to me?
He's smart.
Smart. I could try my pistol or my shuriken.
You could shoot a single round if you wanted. You still got a standard action 1 left.
Yeah. Or can I throw a shuriken?
You can throw a shuriken if you like. You best stay.
The range. I'll throw it at that guy.
Okay. So make a thrown weapon skill check, please.
Yeah. Oh, no. I thought I had improved those, but I hadn't.
Well, you're still able to land your hit. So roll your 2d4 damage, please.
Yeah. Oh, it didn't roll. I was trying to use a macro.
It's all right.
Okay.
Nice. And with 2 pen, does a little bit of damage to the guy. Very nice. You see the shuriken just dig into his shoulder. Nicely done. Alrighty. So with that, Tracy.
I'm gonna exploit weakness.
Okay.
I assume I can have 2 channeling abilities.
Concentration.
Well,
you can, but each concentration's ability you need to spend a standard action 1 to maintain.
Right.
So you spend a standard action 1 to maintain your zone.
Yep. Standard action 2.
So you've got just enough left if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. What the hell?
Okay, which one are you going for?
The one that's right in front of me.
Okay, and which is the check, please?
Intelligence and will. Which is...
Yeah, you pass easily. Same as before with all the strengths and weaknesses.
Yes. So they suffer penalty.
Yes, yeah.
Free penalty. I assume that also includes the cold area as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna just stay there. That's fine.
John.
Oh yeah. I'll shoot the one guy I can see. I can hear that, actually. I'll shoot this guy.
Okay.
Up. I took aim last round.
You did?
Burst fire.
Oh, nice. Okay, so just don't forget to... so you get 3 attacks, but you also suffer the recoil.
Yeah, so I took aim and I have to mod as well.
Yep.
Why am I doing this? Copy the fucking line. Fuck it. Damn it.
You still got 2 other attacks?
God fucking damn it.
Last attack. Go on, you can do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What the hell, Quincy?
Fuck, it took a while.
But from like 3 and 4 to 11.
I know, that's just the system, man. 4 penetration.
Okay. And roll that damage. He is badly, badly wounded. You just shoot him in the back, and yeah, he's not gonna last much longer.
And with the reload mod, I don't have to reload because it's normally reload 4, but now it's 3, I think.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, good stuff.
Take aim again.
Yeah, you take aim. Alrighty, drop table. So, thankfully, through Ubeste's antics, you don't start your turn in the cold death area.
That's very nice of you. Okay. I cast a vicious glance over to Tracy.
Sorry, love. Didn't see you there. Heat of the battle and all that.
Well, should learn to take more care where you cast those fucking things.
Will do, love.
Alright. Can I still see... Can I see if that weapon's popped off online again, or...?
Yeah, it seems as though it's been turned back on. You still have control over it, however.
Do it again.
Okay, can I...
Just do it. Do it.
I would like to try and drop her as an owner, if that's possible.
Okay, so what you're going to need to do here is increase permissions, I think is the name of the action. Let's see. Yes, so increase permissions. It's the standard action 2. It will make you into an admin.
Okay.
Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, if as an admin I can set myself as owner for the device.
Owner will be 1 higher, but what you'll be able to do, if you become an admin, rather than turn off the weapon, you can seize it. So you basically stop the weapon from working at all. You basically seize up its inner components and break it.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Okay, so make a hacking skill check, please. You easily breeze through the defenses. There's nothing keeping you out, and you become an admin on whatever network this weapon is running on.
All right.
Okay, so just looking at that. So it has in the book seize device is a standard action 2. And I'm going to change it to a standard action 1. So if you wanted to, you could run it.
I would love to. Thank you.
Okay, so seize device. Make a generic tech hacking skill check on your current device with a success target of 3.
Generic hacking?
Yes.
So pretty much the same again.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. The last hacking check was to increase your permissions. This is to actually do the deed. Yeah, you easy. So rather than last time where you just saw like the display of the weapon turn off, this time you actually see sparks begin to fly out of the weapon system, and she has to drop it to avoid scalding her. It looks like the weapon's been completely destroyed.
I'm lucky.
Oh, yes.
Having
Doing
your
your
weapon
thing.
break down in the middle of combat. Oh.
Alrighty, so goons are up, and some of them start their turn in the freezing zone.
Yay! So they have to make endurance and will.
They both fail.
Aha. So they take 1d6 cold and mental damage.
Yeah.
I just roll 1d6.
Yep.
Six.
Okay, you see the first guy, the one that you exploited weakness, his body just shiver in place and icicles form around his body, and just the white of his eyes just rolls back as he gets frozen in place, now just dead. The other one, however, takes a fair bit of damage and looks not in the best of shapes. Alrighty, having seen this, they kind of both look to the woman from earlier, the one that's sort of leading this all, and the fact that her pistol has now just stopped working, she just calls for them to pull back and go get reinforcements. And you hear as they begin heading down, getting to there. Okay. Yabaste.
Yes. Okay, so they're getting reinforcements, but
Sounds like it, yeah. They're retreating and trying to find reinforcements.
but they are on the other side of the deck area.
Well,
Is there any way I can try to climb over it? Not that I have enough movement speed anyway.
Seeing as it's a 4-meter sphere, you're probably not going to get across. It's probably going to hit the ceiling.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know. I'll move as close as I can. And I am asking our tracer can you remove this so we can kill them? Maybe soon?
on my turn, love.
On your turn.
I assume I can't drop it before.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can do. I mean, it's a free action to just no longer concentrate, so you can drop it whenever.
Aha, then I will drop it.
Okay, phone is dropped.
Cool.
You make your way past the sea of bodies and the one guy who's just frozen in place.
Okay, but this is how far I can move, and now I'm out of movement speed for my entire turn.
Yeah.
And there is no way to gain movement speed through the actions.
You can start running, but you take penalties.
Running?
Mm-hmm.
What is running?
Dash.
Yeah, let's take a look.
100 or 150%?
I think so, yeah. I'm just trying to find the page.
I mean, how can I run if I have no movement speed?
You basically go above your movement.
Oh.
Dash.
Yeah. It's in general. Find the page. Okay, 217. You can move up to 150. Your movement and a half. Sorry, no, you can move up to double your movement. So if you go above your normal movement speed, you take a -2 on all skill checks. If you move above your movement and a half, you take -4.
On above your movement speed?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
So you go above your movement speed, you take -2. You go above your movement speed and a half, you take -4.
Okay. So between... Yeah, if my movement is 12, if I go between 1 and 6...
Yeah.
Then and that's for this round, right?
Yes.
Or, I mean this, until I'm 0 on the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I move out there then...
Yeah.
Because that's less.
Yep.
So then I get -2.
Yep.
And what was the range on the shurikens? Do they have a range? Or
They do have a range, and I can quickly find them for you. 6, 12, 18. So you take a -2 because they're medium range at that point.
Mm-hmm. So I get -2 twice.
Yes.
That's 2 less dices, I guess.
4.
4 less dice. I mean, yes, her.
That's right. Would you still like to give it a go?
Maybe I could use my light pistol instead.
Yeah, you could pull that out, give that a whirl. You'd be in range.
Yes.
Okay.
That might be better.
Very well. So, do you want to take a single shot or 3 shots?
If I can take 3 shots, I'll try it.
You get more attacks, but you take a bigger penalty on each attack.
All right. 2 shots. Maybe.
So you get either 1 shot or 3.
Oh, 1 or 3.
Yes.
Ah. How many actions did I have left now that I double moved?
I mean, so you've moved, which isn't an action, so you've still got all 3 actions left.
Okay. Then I can take aim.
You take aim, so that's a standard action 1, and you can either single shot for another standard action 1, or burst fire for a standard action 2.
Ah. What's the penalty?
You take 2 recoil, so another -2. But you'll get 3 attacks.
I'll do it. I'll try to shoot them in the backs.
So, you take a -2 for running, -2 from the recoil, but you get a +1 for your taking aim. So it'll be a -3 on your attacks. So you make 3 attacks, each with a -3.
Okay.
So whatever your usual dice pool is, just subtract 3.
And I'm using guns, pistols, which
Correct.
is 8 minus 3, which is 5.
Pew pew! First shot misses, sails over the shoulder. Second shot hits. Roll the damage.
Oh, yeah. I rolled all 3 attacks in once.
That's fine. We can deal with that one after. Okay. As the first one, you sort of line up the shot. It just she hits the dirt. You hit her in the back of the head. And then for your last shot, unfortunately that misses. But you take one of them down, so not bad. And can you roll a d10, please? Okay, you still have ammunition in the weapon.
Okay.
Dead shot.
Yeah.
You see your Bathe run into the corridor, begin opening fire.
Yeah. I've been reading through standard actions on what you can do.
Yep.
But what I can't find is if it takes an action to switch weapons.
No, it doesn't.
It does not switch. Okay.
No. That's bookkeeping for the sake of bookkeeping, so you can just exchange weapons as you see fit.
Okay, nice. Okay, so what I want to do, I also just want to do it just to see how it works, etc.
Yep.
So I got a movement of 12.
You do.
So this to move here is 8.
Yep.
And what I would like to do is that I equip my 2 pistols, and I would like to do burst fire with both of them. But how does that work?
Okay. So if you're dual wielding, you get an attack. Well, you get attack actions with both hands, but you take a -2. So, for example, if you wanted to burst fire, you'd usually get 3 attacks. If you're dual wielding, you get 6 attacks, but you take an additional -2 on them.
Okay.
Get what I mean?
Well, the -2, yes.
Yes.
But how does because the burst doesn't have a negative, does it? There's the recoil for the next turn, but
Burst has recoil, which is a negative.
for the next turn, right?
No.
No, while you're taking the action.
Oh.
So you burst fire, you get more attacks, but you're less accurate with each attack.
Okay. I'm still gonna do it, cause so that would mean because the weapon has a recoil of 3.
Yep.
Dual wielding, so it's a -5.
Correct.
But I get 6 attacks.
Yes, if you're burst firing with both weapons, you get 6 attacks.
Okay. I would like to do that.
Okay, let's see what your accuracy is like with it.
Did you take aim?
I did on the previous turn.
Okay, so then you get a +1 to compensate, so it's only going to be a -4.
Okay.
But wouldn't you forfeit your take aim if you move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, otherwise I could be able to use my standard action for that now.
I think, yeah. I mean, you could, but that's a good point. You take aim.
Well, and otherwise I take aim first and then I use the burst fire.
Let me see if it's actually right. End of the next turn, if the action goes in. It actually doesn't say that, but it probably should. But hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but burst fire uses 2 and
Yes.
take aim is 1, so I can take aim
Yeah,
first.
you can do so.
Okay. So this is the roll.
Okay, first attack misses. Second attack. Second attack misses. Hey, third attack hits.
A 3d6. Takes 8 damage.
What's the pen?
The 3.
Okay, still up, but only just. Fourth attack. Fifth attack. And your last attack. Okay, you spray good and proper into the corridor, but it seems only one bullet is able to hit. Can you make your 2 reload checks, please? 1 for each weapon.
Yeah, I need to hit a 2.
Both weapons still have ammo.
Best reload check so far.
That's actually pretty low reload for burst fire.
Yeah. Tracy.
Alright, love. Let's finish him off. Clamber over these bodies.
Okay. The sea of bodies before you.
I'm going to give the frozen one just a little nudge as I walk by.
He smashes into pieces.
And I'm going to use Arc Bolt.
Okay.
Arcing Bolt. Range. Target of the attack must take a Foresight Reflex, contested by my energetics. In event of a failure, they take 44, and the bolt's energies cascade through their bodies and begin to arc off nearby additional targets, chaining between each of them as it continues travel.
Which one are you targeting first?
I'll target, the goon first.
Okay. Make that roll.
I'm going to use my Karma point.
Okay, so you can use that to add +2.
+2?
Yes. 1 karma is 2 dice.
Ooh.
Yeah, you easily succeeded. You just see the first one get electrocuted, dropping to her knees in agony. Roll the damage, but I think it will be enough one way or the other. Yeah, she's immediately electrocuted, which the bolt then arcs off to the next one. Rolling against, it hits again. So roll the damage, but with 1 less die.
Yes, it's 3. 8.
Nice. Nicely done. Anything else at all?
I say, keep going after her. I'm going to go check on the guy that was shot.
Which one?
The guy that was shot.
We shot multiple ones.
True.
Start moving up.
John.
Oh, you mean that guy? That was
Yeah.
shot in the knee.
Well, I don't know where he was shot. Just
No one escapes from John.
You're just gonna jump out of the window? Just waiting up downstairs?
Stand there. Take out my sniper rifle. See, can I burst fire with sniper rifle?
You can?
E smash. 3 range attack. Ooh, that's a big reload. Alright.
Yeah, that was what I was looking at that as well. I was like, oh man, I'm never gonna hit that.
I took aim last turn, so I guess.
I mean, it's not like Quincy's carrying a fuck ton of magazines or anything.
No, but 7's pretty high.
It is pretty hard.
I mean, it's sniper rifle. It runs out of ammo soon.
Yeah.
What's my 12 minus 3 plus 2, 11. Nope.
Second.
I hate these rolls. There you go. I hit.
There you go.
What, I just do another hit or not?
Sure, why not?
Alright, 2 hits.
2 hits.
Damage, 3d10. And it also has a short range sight on it.
Yeah.
Or accelerator, whatever the fuck. No, accelerator's the damage.
Yeah.
The first shot does 14 damage with 6 penetration.
Okay, you see her left kneecap get blown out.
Time for a right kneecap. 20 plus 6 penetration.
Oof.
At which point you just see her hit the ground. She's down completely. You see just chunks of her gut get blasted out the nearby wall. And with that, we are out of combat.
Right, we should get those bodies in here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
the mental fatigue, is that on combat or replenishing?
Whenever you cast a power.
Yeah, but replenishing it.
No, that's an extended rest.
Fine, long rest, got it.
Yeah. And I think from there, guys, shall we... I think we'll pick back up next session.
Cool.
All right. Pretty cool.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said,